Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Jonathan Heite.
And I'm Bobby Steiner. On today's episode, we'll be giving you the latest from across the campus, tri-state area, and the globe.
We will also have your Seton Hall sports update and the 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area.
Do you know a club or individual that's been an exceptional leader this year? Nominations for the 2021-2022 Student Leadership Awards are currently being accepted. These awards are meant to highlight outstanding clubs and club leaders on Seton Hall's campus. To nominate a student or organization, you can go to the Seton Hall website. The deadline is April 8th, and the awards will be presented May 2nd in Bethany Hall. If you have any questions, you can email engagement@shu.edu.
Recently, the Seton Hall Sports Poll revisited a question from a year ago. Do people think student athletes should be allowed to profit from the use of their name, image, or likeness? 1 year ago, 56% of people said they should profit from NIL deals, and now today, the Sports Poll reports that 68% now believe this fact. Those who opposed NILs last year was at 25% of participants, and today, only 15% of the population now oppose it. This year's Sports Poll was conducted on March 11th through 14th across the U.S. and featured 1,528 adult participants, with a margin of error at plus or minus 3.2%.
Seton Hall Law is encouraging students to combine their passions with their professional goals with its new gaming, hospitality, entertainment, and sports law program. Things like the legalization of sports betting, changes in college athletics, development of blockchain and NFT technologies, and impact of COVID-19 on travel have caused new legal issues to arise, and attorneys need to adapt to these changes. This new program is designed to train students to meet these challenges and to continue to build the law school's reputation as a leader in legal education. The program is currently overseen by Assistant Dean Devin Corneal.
On Tuesday, Seton Hall announced that Courtney B. Smith, the acting dean of the School of Diplomacy and International Relations, was officially named dean of the school. Smith will also act as the vice dean of Seton Hall Law, and in the past, Dean Smith has served as a faculty consultant for the Secretariat of the United Nations Year of Dialogue Among Civilizations, as well as a representative at Seton Hall at the UN Department of Global Communication as part of its NGO affiliation. Smith has also written a book called Politics and Process at the United Nations, The Global Dance, in addition to more than 20 other publications.
Now we'll send it over to Brian Henderson for your Seton Hall Sports Update. Brian?
Thanks, Bobby. I'm Brian Henderson here with your Seton Hall Sports Update. The women's basketball team won a close game Monday against VCU, 70-67, to move into the Sweet 16 in the WNIT. The Pirates were led by Lauren Park Lane, who put up 22 points and 6 assists. Sydney Cook had 19 points, and Andra Espinosa-Hunter added 13 points of her own. On Thursday, the Pirates faced the Drexel Dragons, coming off a 61-58 victory over Bucknell. Longtime Seton Hall men's basketball coach Kevin Willard left the school for the head coaching job at Maryland on Monday. Willard coached the Pirates from 2010 to 2022, leading them to a 225-161 record during his time at Seton Hall, winning the Big East Tournament in 2016. The Pirates baseball team continues its rough season so far. They are 1-17 after an 8-3 loss Tuesday to NJIT. Devin Hack had a great game, tallying 3 hits, a stolen base, and an incredible diving out in the 9th inning. They look to add some much-needed wins Saturday and Sunday against St. Joseph's. The Pirates softball team went 2-1 against Creighton this weekend, winning 4-3 and 7-4 before losing Sunday 2-4. Shelby Smith played well, hitting a home run in both of Seton Hall's wins. This brings them to an even 10-10 on the season. They play a 3-game series at Butler this weekend and are looking to sweep them on the season. That's it for today's sports update. Once again, I'm Brian Henderson. Now back to Bobby and John with your local news.
Thanks, Brian. The talk of the college sports world has been the Cinderella story of St. Peter's in this year's NCAA Tournament, and many around the country have praised Coach Shaheen Holloway and the program's arrival to the national spotlight. Coach Mike Krzyzewski of Duke University recently talked about how the university's 2 March Madness wins could turn into millions of dollars for the school, and even compared it to Butler University's back in 2010. The Bulldogs lost to Duke in the final, but similar to St. Peter's, things only changed for the better with wins on the national stage.
The New Jersey Institute of Technology has been ranked the top school for game design in the state by the Animation Career Review. Additionally, NJIT reached the top 20 for schools in the East. Along with the Animation Career Review, the Princeton Review put NJIT in the top 50 for undergraduate design schools in the nation. The school launched its game design program in 2003 and has spent the last decade evolving it into a community of designers, developers, artists, programmers, scientists, and industry partners working together to shape the future of gaming technologies.
Now we will head over to Veronica Gail with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Veronica?
Thanks, Jonathan. Hi, Pirates. I'm Veronica Gail, here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Get your umbrellas out because there is an 86% chance of rain with a high of 50 and a low of 46. Tomorrow, expect partly cloudy skies with a high of 58 and a low of 41. Saturday, the rain appears once again with a high of 57 and a low of 39. Sunday, it is partly cloudy with a high of 45 and a low of 22. And lastly, on Monday, the partly cloudy skies will continue with a high of 34 and a low of 21. That's it for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Veronica Gail, and now back to the desk with more of the news you need to know.
Thanks, Veronica. The Securities and Exchanges Commission gave initial approval to a much-anticipated climate disclosure rule earlier this week. The SEC said that public companies must tell their shareholders and the federal government how they affect the climate. The rule aims to give investors a clearer picture of the risks that climate change might pose to companies. Environmental and corporate governance advocates said this transparency would hold companies accountable for their role in climate change and give investors more leverage in forcing changes to business practices that contribute to global warming.
In surprising news, world #1 tennis player and 25-year-old Australian Ashley Barty announced her retirement yesterday from the sport. Barty had won 3 major singles titles in the past 3 years, and she had been thinking about retirement for a long time, but she came to a conclusion after winning Wimbledon last year and the Australian Open this year. Barty mentioned how there was a perspective shift in her throughout the second phase of her career, and she also commented that she wanted to pursue other dreams outside of the sport.
That's going to wrap up today's episode of Pirate News. I'm Bobby Steiner.
And I'm Jonathan Heite. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.